Start the other streams, make sure they're all up. Cool. Yeah, everything's working, I think. Cool. Alright, we'll post in the Discord so everybody know. Alrighty, let's get to work. Oh, you know what? I don't have my notepad up. You can't even see what I'm doing. Let's see here. Notepad. There you go. Alright, let's get back to work. Let's go over to our terminal. Let's pull this up. Let's get our Claude code going here. Let's see. So I was in the middle of updating Claude code to updating the code for. I made a ShipStation plugin for Vendure, and what I need to do, I just updated the plugin, rebuilt the dashboard for Vendure. I need to start Vendure and then check it out and make sure it's working. Alright, yeah, I already got the credentials in there for testing. Okay, so let's see here. Let's go over to my coding window and let's turn that off. Let's turn this one on. I gotta come up with a better way for Windows. Too many windows. Hey, what's up, Lazarus? Let me go and see. Okay, I'm gonna leave that for now. I'm gonna go ahead and start this server, and then let's go ahead and let it start. Okay, it's running. Port 3002. Let's go over to Firefox, and it's probably gonna have to go to the root. Maybe I need to go to the admin route. Alright, I'm already logged in. I'm going to do a hard refresh. Let's go down to our ShipStation and, oh, well, looky there, it's still failing. Same error. Let's go back over to our Claude code, tell it messed up. Actually, okay, this is a different chat, so let me, this is actually a different session. I'm going to start a new session just to clear the context. Just updated the plugin npm package. When I open settings ShipStation, let's take a look at our dev console. Let's see what we got going on in there. No errors, just a bunch of warnings, which kind of sucks, but I'll work on that later. Let's go back to our terminal. Alright, still displaying the error, and not sure why. What's up, Torch 18? It's likely a JavaScript or TypeScript issue with ShipStation, but well, wow, it could be related to the code. That's just mind-boggling. Alright, check installed version of the plugin. I'm pretty sure the version is going to be what I just, if I go to package, let's see, I go to my plugin, it's version 17. I think I updated it. And if I really want to be sure, I can go to node modules and just look. Let's find at. Okay, let's see here. What am I doing? Where is the version number? There it is. Okay, so it's definitely got version 17. Let's go back to our terminal. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, touch 18. Check plugin package.json version. Check plugin package for the version. I just confirmed it is the latest version, 0.1.17. Yeah, it must not like me. Did any of you guys subscribe to me on YouTube? I got like 1 subscriber on YouTube, I think. No idea who it was. I don't even know if I can tell. I don't think it shows you. The thing that sucks is the error message is just being displayed on in the web browser, but it's not showing me any details, no stack traces, nothing. So I don't know why that's doing that. It wants to check the dashboard version. Why? Okay, I guess I'll let it do that. Oh, okay. Well, that's cool. I guess somebody out there decided to watch me on YouTube. Get dashboard app directory from env. Okay. I don't know what it's doing. It's just burning tokens. Check dashboard distribution. No. Okay, this is getting out of hand. Let me take a look in my browser and just go to this function. Let's go to this, look at this in the markup. This doesn't tell me much, but I might get a clue here. I wonder if I can find this. So if I go back to my code and turn on, show you my plugin code, maybe I can find. Huh. There is kind of a banner error message thing here. 2xko. That sounds like a interesting. Sounds like an interesting option. You should make 2xko torch. You should make it. You should code it by hand. League's fighting game, like Street Fighter. Where the heck does this come from? React CSS properties. Oh, this is style. What am I doing? I want to look at the error source of the error message. I have no idea. Like, I don't know much about React. I rarely use it. I don't really care for it too much. Some people love React. I don't. I mean, I guess it's decent. It just seems like it's just abstraction after abstraction. It's just like super long and overly verbose. Okay. What is calling set error? I wonder if I do. Wow, there's a lot of stuff. I'm gonna let AI keep searching on its end. You were vibe programming the other day. What did you make? What did you make with your vibe coding? Maybe we should look at the reference error where... Alright, let's go back to the code. Let's see what the heck's going on here. Let's see. Timeout, null. That's probably not it. It's not null, so it's not this one. Setting error, this could be it. This could be the spot. So the problem is I don't know. Let me see. Oh, this is the component itself. You know what? That's actually a good idea. I gotta hand it to Claude Code. It actually gave me a good idea here. It says I should try debugging. I should try debugging the actual exception happening in the code. Let's see here. Just a simple fetch. Hey is not a function. Error is likely happening outside this code. Okay. You know what? That's actually... Let me try something. I forgot you can do this. It's been a while. What I can probably do is turn on... break on... Let's see if I refresh. Now this could be... I could say pause on exceptions. And I can also pause on caught exceptions. So let me try without caught exceptions first. Nothing. Let's try. I see there's some kind of an error. It's probably just the fave icon. Yeah. I don't care about that. Okay, let's go back. Pause and caught exceptions. So this does not look like our error, and this I might have to do this for an hour before I get to. Let's see. Wow, I can't believe how many exceptions are actually uncaught. Or, sorry, caught. Exceptions are being thrown. Okay, so that's not too bad. Let me try again, though. Because it obviously missed. I missed that particular error. I don't see FE. What did it say? FE is not a function? I don't see that in here. Let's see. Constructor extensions. It's not a valid URL. Not a valid URL. All of these are just not valid, which is really weird. I don't know why. What's getting all these not valid URL? That's kind of not cool. And I hope that's not coming from my plugin. It looks like it is, though. Yeah, it's not, none of this, it's not, there's no exceptions being thrown, so I can't, not even caught, so I can't really capture where this is happening. But what I can do, let me go back. Let's see here. Okay, so it could be here. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to bite the bullet and just start console logging these. Let's go ahead and, yeah, just output the whole errors object or array, whatever it is. Let's see. Yeah, it's an array of string. Yeah. All right, let's just go ahead and start doing that. Hey, thank you, AI. Or whatever that was. Smart complete. Sometimes you just gotta bite the bullet and go after it. And this is what happens when you let AI write code for you and you don't have good error handling. Because this sucks. Because sometimes I need more than just the error message. The error message is only going to tell me vague information like I'm not happy, and then, or cannot find function, and then I'm like, well, what? I don't even know what function that is because it's been minified, so it changes the function name to FE, which makes no sense to me. I wonder if there's a way. You know what? Let me check. There might be a way. I'm not sure. I'm not that familiar with like the Vendure like plugin build stuff, but I might be able to have it build it unminified. Not minified. All right, back to the code, and then I'm gonna keep adding these points. Okay, I already did that one, got a few more, or lots more. All right, let's go back up here. That doesn't matter. That's done. Okay, sorry, I had to find my place. That one's done. That one's not done. Actually, you can actually, in some IDs, at least this one, I can just type log and then error. I don't care about syntax or it being clean. I'm just trying to figure out what the heck's going on. I don't know how this one got here, like half complete. That's weird. Okay. Log tab and then result. Okay. Let's see here. Result errors. That's cool. Harsh my vibe. Let's see. Yes, Bob. I don't know, because I can't get anybody to fix it for me. I asked my friends and my brother to come up with some really cool graphics for me for free and update all my profiles. Nobody will do it. Just put my picture. You just screenshot the stream. Just screenshot me now. Just put that in there. Oh man, my eyes got a little itch. I need to get some new. I need to buy a bunch of stuff, but I don't want to spend money. But I do need to spend money. I gotta buy some different things. Okay, so it says the plugin uses tsup for building the UI. Do you have the source code for the plugin locally? If so, you can add minify false and rebuild. Yeah, I don't really feel like doing that. I'm just gonna go straight to the minified source and figure it out. I'm just gonna rough it, boys. We're getting it back into coding here. Some real coding. Now, it would suck if this just like yeah, I don't think it's a connection field. It's not that one. I know for a fact it's not that. That would be impossible. I've analyzed all the code in my head. It's not possible to go there. Okay. Let's just go ahead and, it kind of sucks. I gotta publish my package. Oh well. Another update incoming. We've enhanced the plugin to now support random log points. Yay. npm publish. You can put it as your profile picture. Oh, I don't know what server you're on or talking about because I don't have access to that server on this account. Okay, back to Firefox. Wait, let me make sure I published. Did it publish? Is it done? Nope, it's still spinning. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's not gonna work. Up. Up, up, up. Okay. You are something else. You're a child. You're a man-child. Have you ever heard that term before? You're a man-child. Okay, what was I doing? Back to work here, before I got sidetracked. Oh, you know what, guys? I cannot do that. I cannot update my package. Alright, so let's just go revert that change. Let's go back here. Let's go to our terminal and go ahead and symlink the plugin locally for now for testing purposes. Remove set verify false like you recommended, and rebuild the dashboard and what other dependencies. Wait, no, should be rebuilt. Yeah, I'm not an expert on Vendure, so I'm kind of relying on AI to figure this crap out. I can tell you it is in Vendure plugin, a sibling folder to this one. I think I'm in, I don't even know which folder I'm in right now. Alright, later. List plugin source directory. Let's see here. Yeah. Man, I am dehydrated. Really? Had to add it to 2 places? tsup UI config. I don't even know what this is. Never even seen this file before. Okay, hasn't made the changes yet. Go ahead. Go at it, baby. Tear that code apart so we can figure out what's going on. Okay, I'm gonna go over here. This is driving me insane. Okay, rebuild the ShipStation plugin. Sure, why not? Okay, so just rebuilding the plugin. Remove old plugin. Yeah, for now. I'll revert that later. I don't want it to be referencing local files because that will make for a tough build process. Hello. Free perm spoofer. I have no idea what that means. We're getting spammed. Uh-oh. You got that, Lazarus? Yay, my first spam bot. You know, I am curious. If I had a machine that I didn't care about, I would click on it just to see what it was. Just out of curiosity. Like, what are they spamming? Just because I want to know what the heck they're trying to sell or... Time to celebrate. Yeah, I saw that. I saw it was a Discord channel. Yeah, I know. I just wonder what the subject of the Discord channel is. Turns out it's like some creepy like satanic cult. That would be really freaky. Okay, need to restart. Let's see here. Let's go back. Am I in the right window? I got like 20 windows open. Alright, reboot the server. Yeah, I have no idea. It was like some kind of alien language. Oh. It just straight up doesn't work now. Let's see here. Can't resolve dependencies to config module config service question mark. Please make sure that the argument module ref at. Whoa. I have no idea what this is talking about. Wait, what kind of changes did we make to this plugin? Let's see here. Okay, we changed Minify. That's about it. And added a bunch of console logs. Wait, what happened to my console logs? Didn't I just go through and add like a bunch of console logs for... Okay, something's weird. What is this? Yeah, there's console logs in here. How come this... Oh, okay. So they're all in this same file. That's crazy. Okay. Let's see here. Let's go back to our server errors. I actually... Okay. Let's see. Injector... Nest.js. And what's the error again? Nest can't resolve dependencies of the config module. What's this? Let me try popping this into AI and see what it says, because I don't know what broke. Let's see here. Okay. Let's go back to our thing here. Wow, that's crazy. I don't know what I don't know if it's because the way it sim linked it or what. Let me take a look at how it linked it here. What? It didn't even update the reference, the dependency. What the hell's going on? I thought it was gonna sim link it, but this is not sim linking the npm reference. The plugin doesn't have a config module. There's a problem sim link plugin. It has its own. Okay. I also see that the dependency for the plugin in package.json is not symlinked. Goodness. Okay, let's see. Come on. There we go. Okay, there. Now it updated. Alright, let's open that up. My computer is acting really weird right now. It's like super slow. It's running low on memory for some reason. That was fast. I might have to kill it and reopen it and then reconfigure my Windows. Let's see. Reinstall the PIS. Yeah, go ahead and do that. I'm going to go ahead and kill my IDE if I can. It is broken. That sucks. I might have to actually kill the process. Okay, bam. There we go. Killed it. Killed it with fire. Injector. Alright, let's see here. IntelliJ. Yeah, I don't know what that was. That sucks because I think I'm going to have to reconfigure my coding windows because it probably won't show them. Oh wait, it's hooked up. Nice. We're off to a great start tonight. So far we've accomplished absolutely nothing. Alright, start the server. Okay. Cannot find Vendure core. Oh, you stupid thing. Okay. Nice. Yeah, you better. All right. Let's try again. Nope. Well, that's really disappointing. And this is the problem with web development. Okay, we can use npm link. Yeah, I thought that's what we were doing the first time. Maybe I was wrong by telling it to use something else. Alright, let me do... Whoa. Windows way over here. Okay, I'm going to bring up package. I'm going to look at... okay, so file, plugin, Vendure, plugin. Cool. And then, let's see, how do I do... let's see if I can switch. Okay. Link the plugin into H202 Vendure. Okay. While that's working, I'm going to watch this. symlink Vendure to from main project into plugin. Oh my goodness. Yeah, okay. It seems we are over complicating things. Restore the plugin's full node modules, rebuild the plugin. Just copy the built. There we go. Now you're talking. Okay. Fair enough. Cool. I like it. Alright, so CP, we're going to copy from dist UI all the files, all the JS files inside of there. I guess we need the maps. I thought it was unminified. I guess it's just using maps, so it's still minified. That's weird. Copy the unminified UI files. Okay, whatever. I don't know where. Wait, where's it copying them to? It's copying them. It's copying them to somewhere. Right. I can't read the rest of that. That sucks. I wonder if I can just see where the plugins are gonna go to. Yeah, I don't even see it here. I mean, I guess it's just going to go to node modules. Is where it's going to end up at the end of the day. It's probably where it's copying it to. Look at all this crap. Look at all this garbage. I'll find it one day. Okay, where are you? Is this even in alphabetical order? Okay, there's nothing in there. All right. All right, so it looks like, whoa. Okay, so it's going to clear the existing node modules. I can't even make sense of this. It's going to copy, I guess the R flag is for, like, I don't even know what that means. CP, and it's going to copy to the Vendure plugin ShipStation. Then it's going to remove the node modules from that, and then do something here. Oh, I guess it's going to remove this file too. Okay. I guess it's just going to let it do full, I don't know. I don't know what it's doing. I can't tell. All I want is to debug, or even so much as a console log. That's literally all I want to do. Okay, try restarting it. Okay, I'm gonna clear my console, start the server, see what happens. Okay, it's running successfully. Now it's cool. Let's refresh, see if it doesn't blow up. Turn off the debug. Oh, you can't see what I'm doing here. Is it? Yeah. Let's just not pause on all exceptions. Okay, cool. There are nothing being output. Let me do a hard refresh. Okay. I could try to see if there's some kind of code I can actually view. I mean, this is kind of readable. I only see a couple console logs in here. Okay. Looks like Claude Code is trying to add some additional console logs. I don't know why it's adding them up by the imports. I guess that might show me something. Let's see. So now refresh the browser. Navigate to settings. Yeah, okay. Nothing. Man, this sucks. Okay, so this thing's claiming that the module's not even loading. FE is not a function. What would let me think. Okay, I got an idea. Rack my brain, use my poor brain to try and okay, let's try this. Let's try FE. Hey, you know what? How many? Oh, there's only 291 results. Okay. You said the stores are showing and tabs are, that means it's going rendered. Yes, it's probably coming from some secondary effect. Okay, so let me, you know what? I wonder if these, let me go back so you can see what I'm doing here. So I'm gonna turn on pause on caught exceptions. I'm gonna refresh. Let's skip that one because I don't know. Let's just go ahead and copy these out. Just grab a few of them. Let's just let I don't know if you can see what I'm typing here. There you go. When I turn on pause on caught exceptions, I am getting some errors like the following. Okay, pop that in to Cloud Code. These are not the same error though. Okay. Nope. Okay, again, like I was saying, I could potentially what is putting messages in here? I feel like something's updating this. Incorrectly. Something's calling set error incorrectly, I think, but I could be wrong. Replace set error with trace. Okay, I guess we can try that. I have no clue. I guess this is a React. Let me look it up, so I'm not just being a dummy here. Let's see. Set error with trace. Let's try React. Set error with trace. You know what? There are tools for React, I know that much, for like being able to see what's going on, and it'll tell you about different let's try this. Let's see. Yes, you can increase the log level. So I can go to my Vendure config, change the logger to debug. Does this even exist in the config? What is it? It's Vendure. Vendure config. Let's see. Let's pull that up. Okay, here's the default logger. We're logging today. We are logging out in the hills. Alright, Vendure log level. Debug. Oh, okay, so apparently it's some kind of environmental variable. I don't know what I have in my environmental variable, so I don't know if I want to show those, but let me update that to debug. I apologize. So basically I just went into the env file and then just set this guy equal to this. So basically inside of the without the front slashes, I did damn it. Sorry. Alright, I did this equals this, like that. Okay, so now if I start my server, hopefully it'll pick this up. Hopefully it'll set the correct log level. Let's go back to our browser. Let's see if we get any more additional info. Okay, I'm just clearing my server log. I'm gonna hard refresh. Ooh, let me turn some of this off. Let it run. Okay, nothing in here. However, and nothing on the server. Okay. Nothing. Absolutely nothing changed. That's great. Okay. Ooh. Nope, that doesn't matter. Okay, let's go. Oh man. Yeah, you know, if I could just figure out where this FE function is, check the dev sources tab, search for phase. Now, yeah, that's, I guess I could look for this message, although it's probably not anywhere in there. Let's try it anyways. Let's see. Let's go back here. Nope. Can I search the whole code, all the code? Of course not. Okay. Okay, let's try. Let me go back to the browser. Let's go back to our debugger, and this file right here is the one that kind of has me interested. Let's see if is there a way I can just go back to the original? We gotta do this 120 or 50 times. Good thing the computer's fast and I can just click it super quick. Plus I got a really good mouse. Let's see here. You know, I see some, let me turn on regex. Let's do this. Let's do this. And now we're down to 100 results, so that's good. Let's see what that comes up with. No, I don't want a capital E. Let's make it cap sensitive. Okay, we're down to 90 results. Can we breakpoint this? No, I'm not going to breakpoint all 90 of these. That's crazy. Let's see. Let's beautify. Okay. Claude's trying to be helpful. That's nice. I think it's being called inside use effect. Let me do that again. BFE \. No, it's just kind of being called all over. It looks like it's steering like some kind of dependency injection. It's basically doing like dynamic imports. So module imports. So let me see if in my code, in my plugin, let's see here. Let's go back to the plugin if I can find it. Wait, where is my plugin? I don't even have it open. Let me open that sucker. Give me a second. Open. I think that's it. I think you can see it now. Okay, what did we change that broke this? Okay, we added, that's not, probably not what broke it. It seems like it's the minify is the issue. Let me... Alright, let's see what happens when we rebuild it. I will be right back. Okay, let's see here. Okay, are we running our browser or our server? Let's see. Let's go back. It's turned off. Let's go ahead and start it. Okay. Let's go back to our browser. Turn this off. I just unchecked pause and caught exceptions. Let's just let it run. Press F8. Okay, let's go ahead and refresh. No errors in the devlog. Let's check our server. No exceptions. Oops. Yeah, I don't see any exceptions reported here. Okay, so no ShipStation. Wait, what? No error logs. No errors being reported in the dev console. Yes, I can do that. Let's see here. Let's go inspect this, and then here you go, Claude. Copy. Where's copy? I want to copy the whole thing. Hopefully that'll catch it. Nope, it's not one line. Let me see here. Oh wow, yeah, no, it got it. It just put it all. Wait. Let me try that again. No, the console log is not showing error null. Alright. Gosh, time is flying. It's already 8. Let's see here. Refresh check. Does the error say error marker? Well, let's see. Nope. I'm trying to teach my Claude code to understand slang. So the error banner is not coming for applying code, it's going somewhere else. Good grief. You're so dumb, Claude code. Check dashboard directory. Excuse me. Check dashboard sibling directory. Okay. Let's try that. Let's see here. Let's go to our, let's just go ahead and stop the server. Let's go down to our terminal. Let's just do npm run. What was the command? It's dashboard build. Oh, colon build. I don't know what I meant. Let's see, run dashboard colon build. That's what I meant. Oh, I put dashboard. Dashboard. npm correctly guessed that. That's funny. No, I'm telling you, bro, you should advertise on forums for coders and programmers. You should do that. Okay, let's try starting it. Let's see here. Ooh. That did a bunch of stuff. Okay. Oh man. Okay, let's refresh. And the error just like that just went away. I guess it just was a build problem. That's all it was. Okay, so I can edit. I can go to mappings. Cool. Appears to be working. Awesome. Okay, let's go back and let's undo all of my debugging stuff. How come my window's not showing up? What's going on? Hang on, I'll fix it, I think. Okay, let's see here. Gone, redo, undo. Yeah, I'm just gonna undo all that. Okay, let's see, let's revert, roll it back. And what did I change here? That's, I don't know why that went from 0 to 17. That doesn't, oh, that's the JSON lock file, okay. Package lock JSON file. Okay, let's see here. Okay, that's done. Now we need to let's see. I think I'm gonna go to a different project. what am I doing? I want to go to the diary project. All right. I might have to do some setup in here. I might have to create a new role for, let's see, select channel. Oh man, that's a lot. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and just let them. Let's see, so big ask, big ask. So I want it so that when they log in as an admin user, it should check to see if they have a user account in Vendure, and then if not, create one for their channel. Let's see, check the Vendure API mutations. Hmm. Do I want these to be part of the... Okay, these are admin queries. Okay. That's fine. I wonder if I want to have... Let's have a... let's create a separate server. I don't want to mix things up too much. I'm going to go ahead and grab all these roles. I wonder if I can find these in the Vendure project. Let me see if you can see this. Okay. Cool beans. Oh, one sec. Gotta turn that off. Let's see. I'm just looking at my database tables. I'm gonna pull this up here. Okay, ShipStation settings. Where's the permissions? That's what I want. There's so many tables. No, I don't see any permissions tables. Okay, scratch that. Just kidding. Let's go back to this guy. Let's see what we're doing here. Thank you, honey.
Do you have one?
Yeah. Okay. I think what I want to do with this is let's tweak it a little bit. API URL, that's cool. Okay, where's the constructor? Okay, let's get in the yeah, I don't know why. You're good. Alright. Let's see here. I think my cam's a little too high. Alright. Or I'm too low. Alright, so what I'm going to do is, first of all, I'm going to make notes. While I'm looking at this, I'm going to go to my notepad. Hey there. What link? This is TypeScript. Did you want to learn Python? Let's see here. Okay, execute graph is likely reusable. Okay, you're good. Yep. Just gonna drop this in here. Yeah, I'm basically just working on a what am I working on? I'm working on a basically just connecting my store to a Vendure backend, which is basically like it's like a headless e-commerce system. So it's kind of like just an API that provides a bunch of functionality for store management, products, and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. It's just a lot of moving parts though. So I'm trying to get Claude Code to kind of be a little bit smarter here and just, yeah, TypeScript's pretty much, it is JavaScript really. I mean, it's just with a bunch of typing on top. So you can kind of define, JavaScript doesn't have typing. So it doesn't type objects or have interfaces built into it. So you kind of have to basically you run like a what they call, you compile it or transpile it, and then it converts it into JavaScript, and then what loads in the browser as the end result is just JavaScript. Now, as far as a database, so are you referring to my comment about the Vendure like e-commerce backend? Let's see, native fetch is better since we need to manage cookies ourselves. I thought we were already doing that. See here, authenticate with cookie update method. I'm just going over this with a fine-tooth comb because AI tends to, it can write a lot of code. It just, unfortunately, it doesn't always recognize all the patterns in your code, or it doesn't really look at everything. So you have to kind of really keep an eye on it. So I'm just kind of going through and just scanning line by line and just making sure I like what I see. Like if I look at this, this is some utility. Got another function. It's kind of random. Graph, get GraphQL error message. Okay, so it's just, all right, that's nice, but I already have a method to do the extraction of the cookies. Yeah, I already got that. So, and where are the cookies? Oh, it's building the cookies, parsing from the header. Oh, e-commerce is e-commerce is basically just like a online web store, like a online store for buying products. Parse cookies. Where's that getting called from though? I don't see that getting called anywhere. Alright, so I already have a method in the code base that parses the Vendure cookies. Can you double check? Basically, I'm just trying to make AI work a little harder here. Try to get it to think, get it to look around the code base, get it to find things that I know already exist in the code. Let's see, the approach should be extract common fetch based utilities, pass Vendure config. Yeah, that's correct. Okay, so it's going to try again. We'll see what it comes up with here. Alright, let's kind of scan through this here. Wow, it's just basically, okay, it's a bunch of types. That's fine, I don't mind that. I'm not worried about the types. Here's our service, passing in our config, that's perfect. Username, password. Okay, so it's creating like an internal method. I think this though should be, I'll leave that for now, but it's still kind of weird. Let me see what it's doing for cookies. Let's see here. Okay, so it's just going to pass the existing cookies. Is it going to parse them, or is it going to just authenticate? I don't like this pattern at all. So right here it's doing the queries. Right here it's doing, I guess it has to use this unique fetch to, let's see, body JSON stringify. So it's going to take the query, it's going to pass the query in the variables. Okay, so that's a little different. However, both of these are passing a body with JSON, and they're both posts. So I don't see why it can't combine these two. So I'm going to make a note over here. Let's see. I'm just typing in my notepad here. Can you combine execute, GraphQL, and the only thing that is unique is the actual body. You could arguably say that TypeScript equals JavaScript. They are different though, in the way that TypeScript is like, it's like a helper on top of JavaScript. It kind of gives you like indications to tell you if you're doing something wrong. So it kind of helps guide you, like, oh, you can't pass this object to this function because it doesn't match what the function is expecting. So it's kind of like a helper on top of JavaScript, because JavaScript will let you just, the browser will literally take anything, pass it to anything, to any function, and it will try to execute that. So if you set like put it past like a property, or let me think of an example, like if you passed a string to a function that expects an integer, it'll gladly just try to process it, and then the function might fail because it's expecting an integer and it gets a string, and then it will go, it'll try to do something with that integer, but it's a string, and then it'll fail. So the TypeScript just kind of checks that before it gets into the browser, so it saves you some steps in theory. I could show you an example if you wanted to see. Let me know if you're curious to see like a working example of like TypeScript and how it would kind of stop something like that. All right, so let's see, parse cookies for header. So again, it's not you are not reusing in the code base like I requested. Okay. Oops, I just moved it, dang it. Okay, there it is. That's fine. And then, yeah, these are fine. I'm just trying to simplify this. That's cool. I don't know what this is. Let's see. The user will authenticate via SSO, so this password will just be for direct Vendure access. Yeah, what is this? So it's, I guess it's just gonna generate a random password. Using these characters and special characters. Okay. And then let's see, so this is getting a random password. Okay, so it's creating an admin with a random password just so it has a password. It doesn't need it. Okay, fine. Let's go ahead and give it my notes. See if it'll listen to me this time. Yeah, it's for a website. Yep, it is a it's like a regular website that has a access to like a web store, so it can show products, let the user add the products to their cart, and then check out. And what I'm doing right now is trying to get so I want the users of the application to be able to log into Vendure, and then I want them to be able to manage their store, like add products, modify products, or change pricing, shipping methods, and then that way they can just log in and they can just sort of click a button and it'll take them into the admin screen for Vendure, and then from there they can edit their store properties. Okay, am I going crazy or is AI going crazy? Okay, I'm gonna do a search on my code base. Let's see if I can find it. Let's see here. Okay, wrong window. Let's see. So this is my web application. Somewhere in here I'm doing some cookie parsing. That's a lot of files. Should I just scan through all these? It's not going to be in these compressed files. Oh, you can't see that. Sorry, I'm just looking for a specific location in my code. Where it's parsing cookies. I think I know where it is, so I probably could just oh, I'm in the wrong app. That explains it. My apologies. I'm in the totally wrong app here. I'm not going crazy. So I did the HTML and the CSS. It's actually using what's called SCSS, which is like a, it's kind of like TypeScript and JavaScript. It's basically like a it's like a different format for CSS, and then you run like a build process which will compile this CSS into a bunch of CSS files, and then those files will get served to the server when you load web pages. So it's not purely TypeScript. There is a lot of TypeScript in it, but there's also a lot of there's pages with HTML in them that are what are called Svelte components, which is like a web framework. And in there's HTML, and then there's some JavaScript too. So it's all kind of mixed together. Trying to find my cookies parsing code. I know it's in here somewhere. I'll find it. Can you run Python code in JavaScript? That is a very interesting question. I actually don't know. I doubt it. Apparently you can. Apparently there's a Python shell library that so you can use a child process to spawn. I think this is Node though. But apparently in the browser, you can also do some stuff with Python. Oh, okay. It compiles. So you can compile. I think what this is doing is compiling Python to WebAssembly. And WebAssembly, because I will not get the definition right. It's kind of like a. It's kind of like a. There we go. So WebAssembly is a low-level binary instruction format that runs in web browsers at near native speed. So it's basically a high-speed instruction set. Yeah, they can just execute it directly, and it runs in a sandboxed environment. So for things like games, videos, editing, image processing, you might want to use something like WebAssembly. So I guess in a way it just depends. I mean, if you really want to do intensive work in somebody's browser, you could do that using WebAssembly. So the short answer is yeah, apparently. Yeah, you can run Python in JavaScript. It is not JavaScript though in the sense that it's in JavaScript. Well, let me back up. No, WebAssembly is like, according to the definition here, it's a low-level binary instruction format. So it can compile, let's see. So different languages will get compiled into what's called WebAssembly bytecode. So it's actually not a translator, it's a format called WebAssembly bytecode, which browsers can execute directly in a sandbox. My assumption, my guess, is it's basically compiled binary code that basically just gets executed in some like C++ runtime in the browser or something like that. Maybe in its own process, maybe with like maybe a sub process within the browser. Yeah, that's you learn something new every day. It's pretty fascinating. So back here, just trying to find my cookies, cookie parsing code. I know it's in here somewhere. Let me search for parse. Man, maybe I was parsing cookies, but then I removed it. Let me go back to yeah, I don't know. Does that make sense about the WebAssembly stuff? Let's see here. Let's see here, admin service. Let's see if we see any improvement over the previous code. Generate secure password. Okay, I guess. Let's go ahead and create that. Yeah, I think there was one time, I don't know, there was somebody I was working with that wanted to use WebAssembly. I don't know if they actually did. It was some kind of process that I think they wanted to make run faster. I just can't remember what it was specifically. Oh, interesting. It uses LVM and Cling. Yeah, so apparently you could take a C++ module and you'd run the EMCC compiler, the mscriptin compiler, instead of G++ or Cling++. It outputs a .wasm file plus JavaScript glue code that handles loading and interacting with the module. You can use Cling and LVM. However, you will lose features like automatic bindings to browser APIs. Let's see, WASL SDK for compiling to WebAssembly outside the browser. Using WASI, the WebAssembly system interface. It'll do things like convert OpenGL calls or to WebGL, or providing a virtual file system. Yeah, so you can do quite a bit with WebAssembly. That's actually pretty amazing. I honestly, I can't think of any. I just don't see the point in running C++ or Python in the browser. It's more convenient, so I could see that. But you could also just, I mean, it's a little more work, but you could build a desktop app that, runs that stuff locally. So somebody would just have to install the app and run it So I don't know. It's a coin toss. Okay, let's see here. Sync Vendure administration user. Get a service. Excuse me. We would need to pass the credentials into each usage or function call. So like in TypeScript, for example, I'll create a I'll have it create a type that will interface all the methods where it requires, you know, specific like credentials, for example, for logging in. Actually, no, we don't even have to do that. Never mind. Scratch that. Just kidding. It's coming. Programming is coming. Slowly but surely. Alright, good point. The service should be a singleton. Currently, the session cookies are stored as instant state, but we can make this work by lazily authenticating each call. Wait a second, I don't like that. Hold on. Hold your horses. Let's see here. Rethinking this whole thing. I think I'm gonna have it. I think what it should do is actually create your admin account in Vendure when you create the account. Let's see here. Let's go here. Why would we need separate authentication on a per admin user basis? This is utility service that simply ensures synchronization. let's see. We should instead assume Freddie has an account and skip synchronizing them. Skip synchronizing when new users then we should automatically create them in Vendure. Turned on. All right, let's go ahead and do that. You're sorry, huh? Question mark. All right, let's see here. Do you want to make this edit? Yeah, let's go clean that up. No, I'm not talking smack. Man, this mic stand is creaky. All right. You better not. Actually, please do. Please DDoS the stream. All right, so let's see. Add auth, add JS admin strategy, add a mutation. Oh man. Let's see. He has an account. Pre-recorded and edited, yeah. I'm just faking it till I make it. Just faking it. No clue what any of this stuff is. Functions, methods, types, interfaces, classes, object-oriented programming, clean code, dirty code. It's all the same thing. I'm just a vibe coder. I just vibe code, man. I picked up programming like yesterday. I'm just a pro already. Let's see, using username password. Okay, another mutation. All right. You got me. You got me, man. My Twitch career is gonna end before it even begins. Let's see here. I'm in login. It's just updating comments. Okay. All right, I'm getting too tired for this. Let's see. What is this even updating? This is the routes API. All right. Sounds good. All right, where is this? Routes API, Vendure. Yeah, I need to fix this. I don't like this. This is weird. Basically, I've got a route, an API route for Vendure, admin login. I don't even know what this is actually. I forgot I even had this. But apparently it's going to try to authenticate. And then it's going to fetch API URL, send a query. Okay, yeah, this is, I don't know. Yep, it's your gotcha moment. Let's see here. No, I have not ever thought about doing that. That's insane. Alright, we are able to authenticate admin as super admin by default in Vendure. as they're cheap viewers. No thanks. Ban them. Ban them. Going forward, we need to authenticate logged in user as their corresponding admin user in Vendure. And to do that, I can't even see them as a user in the chat. I don't even know how to ban them. Let's see, ban. Done. Got him. Nailed him. Let's see here. There's Alright, I'm gonna have to come back to this because I'm not thinking straight right now. I definitely want to make sure that I don't expose some authentication that I don't like, that's not very secure. Ultimately, when the user logs in as an admin, they should automatically have an account in Vendure. When they go to the Vendure admin, it should automatically authenticate them and log them into Vendure as their user account. However, how to do that? Oh, I did. I banned your friend. You're so full of it. And then I need to figure out how I want to handle that authentication, because I don't even know what Vendure does for normal authentication. So I'd prefer to go with something secure that requires some kind of a credentials or something. Probably credentials, and then they get a JWT token, and then or just call it and just authenticate when they go to it. Yeah, I think that's what I need to do. I think I figured it out. It's actually, I'm overcomplicated it. So I just need to actually forget. My straight white cis bro is streaming. Oh man, the fact that I know what that means is really sad. That's the world we live in, man. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, I don't know if the chat, the person in chat, arguably Cools, was they were asking me about WebAssembly, and that was actually a really interesting question because I knew you could do some interesting stuff with WebAssembly, but it came about because they asked about running Python in JavaScript, which is kind of weird. Like, honestly, I don't know that I would do that. However, apparently it's possible. You can, yeah. Pretty much you can compile all kinds of different things into WebAssembly using different tools, and they're kind of like an executable binary. I mean, at least from what my read on it, and you can like run those things in the browser, and they run kind of as an executable in the browser. Let's see, share database, trust, option 1. Vendure trust it by verifying the user ID exists. I don't know. Goodness, in my non-binary, I don't know. This doesn't make sense to me. I'm not sure. That's my answer to that. I'm unsure. I prefer not to say. By curious. No, I'm not bi-curious. User clicks, admin. Verifies the user session, confirms admin role. Generates a short-lived JWT token. Sends the JWT to the Vendure admin. I like that. And then the H202 diary forwards the cookies to the browser. Redirects to the Vendure admin. Okay. I like that. Check if Jose is available. No, wait, whoa. Are we using Jose? I don't want to use Jose. Oh, it's looking for a JWT library. Yeah, let's use crypto, that's fine. Yeah, it's server side anyways, so it should be secure. I don't even know that I really need a JWT, honestly, but the problem is... No, it's not a problem, but... so, let's see here. Okay, we got a type, admin, SSO payload. Man, this sucks. Just creating a bunch of repeat code for encryption. I can come back and refactor it later. Clean it up a little. Let's see. What is this? This is types. Oh, okay. That's going to be used for the encryption. Got it. Get the secret. Cool. Cool beans. Cool beans. I don't know why it's okay. All right, let's see here. You missed all the fun, Torch. Dang it. I'm in the chat. I was trying to scroll this guy. Let's see here. Whoa, what are we updating here? The auth bridge? Auth.js bridge, okay. I thought we already had this. Okay. the Ouija cat in that horror game. Huh. What a weird name. Ouija. I'm watching this video with the sound turned off. So far it looks like witchcraft. I have no idea what I'm looking at. So somebody is spamming. I'm actually going to ignore that for now. Goodness, man. Okay, let's see. Back to what we were doing. What's going on here? I lost track. Uh-oh. Cloud Code took over my computer. Yeah, I'm gonna have to come back to this tomorrow. I do have to configure all this stuff though eventually, because once it's set up, they're gonna have to be able to log in from the web app, get to Vendure so they can configure their store. I'm gonna call it a night. I think I'm gonna drop off unless anybody has any questions. I already watched that dumb video. It didn't make any sense to me. It's just made no sense to me. Right off into the sunset. I will, Torch. I will right off into the sunset tomorrow morning when I get up and it's freezing cold outside and my cow looks at me like she wants to kill me. Oh, got an echo. Sorry about that. But yeah, goodness, I gotta do some cleanup. Hang on. This is insane. Wow. Lackadaisical works? I have no idea what that means. Lackadaisical. Alright, now I gotta look up word. Let's see what that means. Lacking enthusiasm, carelessly lazy. Oh man. No, I definitely not lazy. Sometimes I lack enthusiasm, I'll admit that, but definitely not lazy. Web app development is not for, it's not always, it's, yeah, it can be, it's, sometimes it's just super boring grinding. I'm surprised you would lower yourself to the level of your serfs. I don't have serfs. Oh, let's see here. So, all right. All right, guys. Peace out. Good night, and I will see you later.